I kind of have this whole theory that like iOS is good for if you were to rate yourself like basically on a scale of 1 to 5, and 1 being sort of the grandma who doesn't really know these newfangled phones, 5 being the obnoxiously techie tech bro. If you were to rate yourself on that, basically the people that iPhone is great for is a 1, the grandma who doesn't really know how to do tech, or a 4. And for everybody else, you should get an Android. And here's why. Number one, it's easier. It's more intuitive. You don't have to get in a whole bunch of features. Things like this camera app make it much easier for that kind of person who doesn't want to use any of those other features. They just want to take a video, they want to take a photo, and that's it. They don't want to see all these other features that just create friction and confusion for them. The power users up at 4 and 5, though, number 4, that person is going to be like, they know where to find all of these tricks. And there's a lot of things that are kind of like hidden where you long press on an item and then you get menu options that you used to see more readily in iOS 18. And the person who's actually going to use those, like for example, I use screenshots a lot for various things I do and for videos like these. And when I've taken a screenshot, a feature that I often use when I'm sending a screenshot to someone else, maybe in a conversation, but I don't want it filling up my camera roll, is copy and delete rather than save to camera roll. So when I take a screenshot now, that's not apparent on the screen anymore compared to iOS 18. And so, but when you long press on this like check mark, then you get that option. So if someone like me who knows that feature exists can find it by long pressing and poking around in these menus. But somebody like just honestly the most normie everyday person doesn't care about those features. And so it's just an annoying UI distraction. So that's where I say though, like number 1 and number 4 are going to appreciate that. If you're curious about why I say 2, 3, and 5 should get an Android, it's because I think that people who are even moderately tech savvy, more who like really want to do a little bit more than the basic, but they're not like super tech bro, they'll probably find more utility out of an Android. And somebody who's like super, super tech bro is going to find more utility out of an Android because they don't want a phone. They want a pocket computer, which is my basic thesis. This is an amazing phone. It's arguably a better phone than most Androids, but it's not a better pocket computer. I think Android wins that round for now. But if you are like not the most ultimate tech bro, but you're fairly like tech savvy, and so you're like up at that number 4, you can actually push the limits of this a lot with things like shortcuts and all those kinds of things. Check out the link in the description for a video I did exploring the power of shortcuts for your Mac or your iPhone. But what I will say is this is, as I've said, this is the phone for the normal person. The person who actually wants a phone, not a pocket computer. It is a pocket computer in a sense, but I feel like Android is a pocket computer that also is sort of a phone, but this is a phone that is also sort of a pocket computer.